Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Devin Haney. The plan is to return for the end of the year. The good thing for Devin Haney is, hey, look, man, Mauricio the Nose Suleiman decided to hook him up. Let him keep his WBC strap. You know, what most were expecting is we knew Ryan Garcia couldn't win the belt because he came in overweight. But Devin Haney was basically fighting to retain his belt. If he lost, many of us felt the belt would go vacant, and the number one and number two would end up fighting for the belt. It's not quite how it all worked out. The WBC said, no, what, Devin Haney keeps the belt. I think the WBC and a lot of other people really feel like Ryan Garcia, it's one thing if Ryan Garcia was trying to cut the weight and get to 140. But, I mean, when he just comes out and he's like, look, I had no plans on making that weight. We knew if we came in over 2 pounds, we didn't have to lose the weight. So we made sure 3.2 pounds, being 3.2 pounds over was the goal. That way I got into shape. I wasn't drained. And I wouldn't have to worry about the commission trying to force me to get down to 140. Now, when people heard that, they were just like, damn, that's horrible that Ryan Garcia did that to him. And hey, surprisingly enough, there's a little bit of a pity party that is taking place for Devin. By the fans, but his dad and his team gave him a celebratory party, candles and cake, and the congrats to the WBC champ, like he did something. I agree with Robert Garcia. You lost. You shouldn't have the champ. You shouldn't have the belt. There's nothing to celebrate. You lost. You got beat down. And you're celebrating getting beat down? So I agree with Robert Garcia, but this is the problem here. Because Devin Haney has that belt, right? He's got to face his mandatory. Now, it's one thing to lose to Ryan Garcia. People can say Ryan Garcia is a cartoon, he's a social media guy, blah, blah, blah. But everybody knows there's something special about Ryan Garcia. And if they didn't believe in Ryan, because he just keeps winning, right? Well, they believe now. And let me tell you something. Although that loss to Ryan Garcia, it hurts. It really bothers Devin Haney and his team. But some of his fans are crying. Goldman. Devin Haney lost to Ryan. This is a hard one. This is a hard one to swallow. This is yeah. It's like, yo, quit taking it to the goddamn stupid. So what? He lost. It's boxing. Devin Haney's still a magnificent fighter. That being said, boy, oh boy, if they cried over him losing to Ryan, what are they going to do with Spain's finest, Sandor Martin, puts their beans on Devin Haney? Now, for those of you who are saying, who the hell is this Sandor Martin? Hood, what are you talking about? Hold your horses. Here you go off on a tangent, probably talking some secret society stuff. Nah, and I'm not taking to the stupid. Now, for those of you who don't know who Sandor Martin is, let's take a look at him. 42 wins, 15 KOs. He had 3 losses. A lot of people feel that one loss to Teofimo Lopez was a fluke. He beat him. Okay? 35% KO ratio. So Devin is kind of safe there. He's about 5'8". They don't have his reach on here. So I'm not sure what his reach is. But the bottom line is he can box. He turned pro in 2011. Been boxing for about 13 years. He gets busy. Now, I'm going to point something out to you. Let's just come on here, because a lot of times, because our people are already saying that Sandor Martin is a nobody, Devin Haney is about to fight a nobody, he's going to get an easy win. Well, let's just take a look at something, right? Sandor Martin just fought December 2023. And let me do this. I want to show you something here. All right. He just fought December 2023. And in that fight, he got a knockout. The fight before that, he got a knockout, which was in June of 2023. And then before that, he fought Teofimo Lopez, where he lost a split decision, and a lot of people thought that he won that fight. That's the fight where Teofimo Lopez was in front of the camera at the end asking, do I still got it? Do I still got it? Because Sandor Martin put the España beans on him. But let me show you something for all of y'all out there who are saying Sandor Martin is a joke. How about this? Y'all recognize this name right here? That's Mikey Garcia. That's the same Mikey Garcia that bubbled up through multiple weight divisions. That's Robert Garcia's brother. That's the Mikey Garcia that was out there tranquilizing everybody at 140 in the lighter weight classes. Because he was so good, he decided, you know what, I want to challenge myself and fight Earl Spence. He went up and fought Earl Spence, and he lost. But that's the same Mikey Garcia. Now, look at this. Mikey Garcia, let's go on across. He lost a majority decision to Sandor Martin. Now that you know Sandor Martin beat, I would say, a prime Mikey Garcia, what do you think about that now? Beat a prime Mikey Garcia, and many people believe he beat a prime Teofimo Lopez. Now take all that in and process it for a second. And you tell me how Devin Haney going up to fight Sandor Martin is an easy fight. You tell me how that fight is a joke. You tell me how Devin Haney's just going to walk right through him and retain his WBC belt. Let me tell you something. That's not an easy fight. It comes back to what I was saying. If Devin Haney's having a tough time losing to Ryan, his fans are sitting here crying. Grown men crying. Oh, this is a tough one to swallow, Hood. This is a tough. Yo, quit taking it to the stupid. What are they going to do when Devin Haney loses to a nobody? Because that's what he is in the States. Nobody really knows him. You know, some of us boxing fans know him, but nobody really knows him. So if you're having a tough time with that, you're going to have a tough time with Devin Haney losing to Sandor Martin. Now, the thing about this, I want to point a few things out to you, right? Sandor Martin, right? Now, when he lost to Mikey Garcia, when he beat Mikey Garcia, that was considered a massive upset. Okay? So not many people gave him a chance, just like a lot of people aren't giving him a chance against Devin. But we need to stop for a second and be real. Devin Haney, in my opinion, he's a fantastic boxer, but I just think he I think he's in over his head with the 140 pounders, the elite 140 pounders, and going up to 147 may be too much. But these are some of the things that caught my attention, right? When you talk about a comeback fight, Martin was a comeback fight for Garcia. Martin is a comeback fight for Devin Haney, right? Just like it says here, nobody really gave him a chance against Garcia. No one's giving him a chance against Haney. Now, I already said I think he beats Haney by outboxing him. Now, Devin Haney can box, but he's now in there with, no kidding, a highly skilled boxer. Now, you may say, well, hold on, Devin Haney's the truth, Hood. You're just getting carried away. You're jumping on the bandwagon. I'll say, my question is this. Prime for prime, who wins, Devin Haney or Mikey Garcia? If Devin Haney fought Mikey Garcia, prime for prime, who would win? Kind of hard to go against Mikey Garcia, right? And this guy did it. Martin was talking about that was the biggest win of his career. He was excited. You look at Mikey Garcia, a titleist in 4 separate weight divisions. So, you know, he bubbled up multiple weight divisions. He was a small guy, was fighting up, going after greatness. And he did what he had to do. You know what I'm saying? He got the big win, and to become a titleist in his 4 weight division, he just wasn't able to quite pull the trigger on Sandor Martin. They talked about ring rust being apparent. Devin Haney's going to be out the ring for a while. He's going to jump in here with Sandor Martin. Ring rust could be a problem for Devin Haney. Devin Haney's all about a rhythm. Garcia wasn't able to really establish the rhythm. That could be the same thing that we see with Devin Haney. The constant movement from Martin. That obviously is something Devin Haney's used to doing, and now he's going to have somebody in front of him doing it who has superior counter-punching ability. So we're going to see just how this goes. But I'm going to tell you what, it doesn't matter how much offense Devin Haney tries to mount up, kind of like Mikey Garcia tried. I just think you're going to see that the pace, when it really starts to get picked up, is going to be by Sandor Martin. And Devin Haney's going to find himself, getting a bit reckless, getting anxious, jumping inside, trying to connect with looping right hands. And I just don't think it's going to work. It even says here that Martin was forced to contend with a cut over his eye. And even though he had a cut in his eye, he wasn't bothered by the wound. So he pushed through adversity against Garcia, who's an extremely hard hitter. Devin's not that. Simple. But we're going to see if what happens, because if Devin can time Martin moving, and maybe Devin has a chance at, being successful and maybe going on to get himself a decision. But I just think the constant lateral movement of Sandor Martin is going to create for Devin Haney, who's going to find himself behind the scorecards, a sense of urgency as a result of him getting down in the early rounds. So one thing we know about Sandor Martin is he can pick up the pace down the stretch, and he will surge if he has to, and find himself in a position to win a decision, which is what he ended up getting against Mikey Garcia, a majority decision. But I'm going to tell you this right now. You're going to have to take a look at Devin Haney if he loses to Sandor Martin, and really what direction does he go? It's like Jay Blaze, Jay Blaze, one of the subscribers on the channel. He put it perfect about Devin Haney. I think it goes like Devin Haney has like a 126-pound chin. He said he has like a 126-pound chin, 135-pound power, and power, and like a 154-pound body. Devin Haney's all over the place, because you can't be fighting these 140-pounders, 147-pounders, and have a chin of a 126, 130-pounder. You can't be out here with, he said, chin, power, and body. Yeah. You can't have the power of a 126, 130-pound fighter, the chin of like a 135-pound fighter, and the body of like a 154-pound fighter. That can't work. You need to be able to have the chin, power, and body of a big guy, and be able to get in there and hold your own. Devin can't. So Devin's in a very peculiar position. What he's going to do, I don't know. I just think when you talk about the competition levels between the elite 140-pounders and even the C-level 147-pounder, I just think that's too much for Devin Haney. If he can box a perfect fight, he always has a chance. But not everybody knows that his chin has proven to be what people have speculated. I just think Devin Haney is a walking target, and there's a bullseye on his chin. And anybody who fights him, they're going to be gunning for it. They're going to be aiming for it. And if Devin Haney can't slow people down, he's in trouble. They're going to go at him. They're going to attack him. They're going to beat him. It is what it is. That being said, don't sleep on Sandor Martin. Sandor Martin is a guy who probably should have been a champion already. But the guy's been fighting for a long time, and there's a reason why. When you look at Sandor Martin and you look at his box rec, right? There's a reason why he's been fighting since 2011 and has amassed 42 wins and only 3 KOs. And I know a lot of people, they like to say this, right? Let's look at these countries. A couple in Mexico, U.S., Spain, Mexico, Spain, Spain, Spain. It looks like Switzerland, Spain, 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 Spain. So obviously most of his fights were in Spain. People are saying, hey, there's not much competition out there. But the bottom line is he was winning. And you can see here in the States, big win against Mikey Garcia. I personally think they screwed him. No Vaseline against Teofimo. But against Devin Haney, that is a high-risk fight for Devin Haney. And he can't afford to lose to a nobody. This will be his second loss to a nobody. People kind of give him a pass about Ryan Garcia. The excuses, the weight. We could kind of say, okay, but this next time we got to see. And if he gets in there and he fails the test, I think Devin Haney, it's over for him. I think he's just going to have to stick to C-level fighters, and I don't know what he's going to do. But he's in a bad position. I would have liked to see Devin Haney have 2 or 3 fights just to rebuild, get his confidence up. But with that title, his hands are tied. He has to fight the mandatories, and it looks like Sandor Martin is up next. That being said, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. I'm in the breeze.